Okay, so we're going to look at a couple of trig problems using sum and difference formulas. So the first one we're going to look at is secant of 75. So first of all, secant is the reciprocal of cosine. So I'm thinking we're going to use a cosine sum or difference formula. And now we have to figure out what plus what or what minus what equals 75. And it has to be some of the angles that we know. In other words, 30, 60, and 45s. So I'm going to go ahead and change that 75 to 30 plus 45. And now I can use a sum and difference formula, specifically a sum formula for cosine. So for cosine, cosine of u plus v is cosine u, cosine v minus sine u, sine v. So the first angle is the u, the second angle is the v. So this would be cosine u, cosine v, then minus sine u, sine v. So now you refer to your unit circle. We know the cosine of 30 is root 3 over 2. Cosine of 45 is root 2 over 2. The sine of 30 is 1/2, and the sine of 45 is root 2 over 2. So this would be root 6 over 4. You can multiply those square roots together, minus root 2 over 4, or just because they have the common denominator, root 6 minus root 2 divided by 4. And I'm going to type that up my calculator quickly because we're going to check that later. Root 6 minus root 2 divided by 4 is approximately 0.259. I'm going to use that when I go to check. But first, we're going to do the next problem. The next problem is tangent of 7 pi over 12. So we have to figure out what angles we know add or subtract the 7 pi over 12, and it's given to us. 7 pi over 12 is pi over 4 plus pi over 3. So we can go right to the, oh shoot. I just thought, let's not go to this problem. I wasn't done with the first one. I'm sorry. I just figured out what the cosine was here. And I was looking for secant. So I do that a lot. I forget to answer the question here. This is the cosine. And the reason why I even look for cosine is because I want to figure out secant. I know secant is just the reciprocal of cosine. So the secant would be 4 over root 6 minus root 2. So this is wrong. Let's see, root 6. 4 divided by root 6 minus root 2. So the secant should be equal to 3.864. So sorry about that. We'll go over the tangent again. So tangent 7 pi over 12 is pi over 4 plus pi over 3. So we have to look at the tangent of the sum of two angles. And it's right here. Tan u plus tan v. So tan u plus tan v over 1 minus tan u tan v. 1 minus tan u tan v. So that's a multiplication. Up top is a addition. So tangent of pi over 4 is 1. Tangent of pi over 3 is root 3. We know that from the unit circle. So 1 times root 3 on the bottom is just that. So this one was pretty easy. 1 times root 3 is root 3. So that's what tangent is. Changing it or approximating it with a decimal here, I'm doing this on my calculator. 1 minus root 3. That's approximately equal to negative 3.732. So the last thing I'm going to do is check these things. So I'll show that on the calculator. So I'm going to make sure I'm in degree mode for the first one. As soon as my calculator pops up, I'm going to do the secant of 75 degrees. So changing it to degrees. The secant of 75 would be the cosine of 1 over the cosine of 75. And that gets me 3.863, which you can see down here is what we were looking for right down here. So that's a good check. So approximately 3.864, exactly 4 divided by the quantity root 6 minus root 2. So let's do the tangent one real quickly. Change it to radian mode. And then tangent of, what were we doing? 7 pi over 12. 7 pi I lost my pi here. Pi over 12. And hopefully that's going to be negative 3.732. And it is. So that checks as well. So that was it. Not too bad. The next video I'm going to make is going to be how to do this given two angles using triangles. So stay tuned for that.